Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Mark, hello from Slovenia. Thank you for everything. Thanks, Mark. Well, we're a bit late on the day, but still trying to make it on. Looking pretty dang bullish so far. So, I've been tracking this ever since last night or yesterday evening. We opened up, looked bullish, then we just went full sell-off mode, which I guess is just like a little bit of a sweep slash liquidation just overnight and in the evening. Thought it was interesting, but I guess if we just hold overall, don't make a lower low, then we're looking pretty dang bullish. We have broken out of the medium-term downtrend, so we did have a breakout. I was expecting for bears to be jumping in at 25,400 last week, and if that level wasn't going to be defended by bears, then basically we are bullish, and toward the end of the year, like toward the end of this month, expecting to see all-time highs. So so far it looks like it will be playing out. We will probably be seeing all-time highs by the end of the month, and it kind of it would align with seasonality. It would align with Wall Street trying to get good performance bonuses, running the stock market up and whatnot. So all that would line up. Okay, and I got my performance spreadsheet updated here. So we're going to be tracking everything pretty closely, making sure that we're staying disciplined and taking wins when we got them. Okay, and what we decided is that with evals, we're going to do 5 micros max. I got 10 micros currently per account, so I want a little bit bigger size here. And that our profit target's 5K. Daily profit target 5K. That's split across 5 accounts, so 1K per account. And then a daily loss, trailing loss of 2.5K, which is $500 per account. So as of right now, if we lock in right here, this would technically make it that my maximum loss would be $500 in profit per account. So let's see if our order fills here.
Order filled.
Perfect. We filled. I'm targeting a little bit higher, up to 25,492. Honestly, there is potential of holding this even through 25,500. Like I'd rather take profit. If I see it 25,500, maybe I just sit and watch that level. Sit and watch and see if a clean break of that level. If it happens, a clean break of that level, then maybe on a hold of that level, maybe I can continue to long here. It seems that that's basically the level that some bears came in last night, so I guess we'll see if they still come in at that level. Let's try to hold a little bit longer. We're about 20 more points on these 5 contracts. So now I'm going to say that my max intraday profit is $5,000. So I'm going to be working off of that. There we go. Honestly, last month was like a pretty good month, I would say. Last month was a pretty decent month. It was honestly, yeah. Last month was honestly like good performance, like taking good trades, staying like somewhat disciplined. The discipline definitely needs to be worked on. That is the like reason why we've been having issues. It's the discipline, 100%. The actual trades have been good. Yeah, like we got 70% daily win rate. So, but the discipline rate, it was only 56%. So if we were to have a discipline rate of 100%, meaning that we would stop trading once we hit our max trailing loss, first of all, we wouldn't have blown our funded accounts. And second of all, we would have been past our buffer, I think. I believe so. But it's like one of those things. It's hindsight 2020. It's always like that. There we go. We filled our order. Nice. So we got 1,200 per account. That means we are now $6,000 in profit on the day. Our profit target was 5K, so we're above our profit target, which is very good. Good, we're making slow, but gradual, yeah. Let's see what that 500 level gives us. As of right now, I think I'm gonna sit this out. I think that might be the best thing to do. I think we can sit this out, maybe possibly take like some 10-point scalps, but it may not be worth it. Because in all reality, you probably want to be scalping long. Scalping short might be a little bit risky. Maybe not if it was up here. Let's see if this thing just blasts through that 500 level. It's holding pretty well so far.
Order filled.
Okay, I'll try one here. Might not be very good. I'm actually fine with locking in 5 points. Good afternoon,
Order
Lynette. Good to
filled.
see you. Okay, there we go. 1250. That is 6250. That's our max intraday. Wow, okay. I guess I could have gotten those 10 points. That was a fast draw. It took 5 points. It fell 20.
Order filled.
So a reminder, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, White House Press Secretary Leavitt is due to speak in a conference. We do have a link on her name in the economic calendar on the left-hand side. We will put a video on the feed for those interested.
Don't you hate it when you miss your trade by like 1 tick? And it was supposed to be like a nice quick trade.
We have had a video of White House Press briefing on the feed for those interested.
Like now, I think I just gotta close it for break even. In case this makes a leg lower. Can't even close me at break even now. Okay. Sellers are in control. Hold, it's okay. I mean, I'm trying to close this for break even now, but could hold it for 10 points.
So, a reminder, in 5 minutes' time, we are due to expect the White House press briefing.
It was supposed to be a very quick 5-point trade. I missed it by 1 tick right there. Sellers taking control now. Yeah, let's see here, Johan. Yeah, so far, I mean, it's all bullish. So it's, yeah. I was just trying not to hit any drawdown. So I was trying to take like a really quick scalp because I was expecting this to go lower. I don't really want to long right there. Not, I mean, let's hope it holds after a little pullback. Still pretty bullish. That 25,500 level, like I was saying, that's where bears stepped in last night. So it'd be a little bit of a pullback in time here. If I get a sell signal, I may have to flip. At least to recoup. Let's see. I mean, if 500 breaks, if it breaks through 500, yeah, I don't really have plans for levels to target after breaking 500, but just because I feel like today it probably won't happen, that it moves that high. But I guess for levels, 550 would be like the super short level, but probably closer to about 700 on the breakout, 800 if it's strong. That's probably what we're looking at. Into oil, hello? You're in Cabo for the next 3 months? Nice. Not bad. How is it over there right now? Okay, if we hit this trade here, I think I'll go hit the gym. I think that might be good, because that'd be 1.5x our daily profit target. And at that 500 level, like, I don't know what I really want to do. I feel like it'll be uncharted territory, sorta. Okay, bulls are trying to take control here again. Okay, if we stay above about 460, that's bulls in control. Looking good so far. I think I'll target 30 points here on this trade. Took a drawdown of about 25 points on this trade so far, so I think 30 point target would be good. Then be a breakout here. It'd probably be, if it breaks out here, we're probably guaranteed the fill up here. But there's a potential that it doesn't break out, so let's see. Let's see how bulls can push it through here. The net blew the cash account. Felt so silly. Grew it from 700 to 3,500 and blown. Oof. Dang. I'm sorry, Lynette. Oh, that sucks. You know how many prop accounts I could have bought with that? Yeah, I made quite a bit, I guess. Yeah, sorry, Lynette. It's rough. Yeah, if you don't have the discipline or like the psychological factor on point in your trading, yeah, it's like it doesn't even matter. You trade cash or prop firm or whatever, you end up blowing anything. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay, got a good job. Yeah. No, that's good. I mean, I guess it's good that it was mostly profits, but it still kind of sucks. So feel free. I think we had like a couple of people join me on this reset. So we'll see how we can see if we'll be able to do it. Cause yeah, blew those fundeds like a complete dummy. So now we're on a full reset. This is this is I think the first day trading these evals. Well, second day, I guess. That first day was bad. Second day, yeah. So trading the evals. We're gonna grind it out. Gonna grind out the evals again. We'll try to get the evals to funded before Christmas. We kind of have to. And yeah, if the market follows seasonality, then it should basically only be longs until the end of the month. Hopefully Wall Street's gonna be just pumping and not dumping. And if we were to target getting funded before Christmas, that gives us plenty of time. Important thing is really staying disciplined throughout this, because if we don't stay disciplined and we end up taking larger losses, you know, trailing drawdowns and whatnot, if we take larger ones, then it delays our progress, which means that we need more days, which means we may not make it by Christmas. But until Christmas, I think I've got 17 trading days. Yeah, I think 17 trading days. So with 17 trading days, as long as I'm hitting my daily profit target and staying disciplined and my win rate's around 70% on the daily, we should be able to hit that within, I think that would be 14 days, somewhere around there. I didn't do the math. It should take me about 14 days. So it's just a grind. It's like, obviously, like, you know, you could be what's the word? Impatient. You can be like super impatient trading these prop firms, but like it's just gonna increase your chance of blowing the accounts. Like if you really don't care about like reset costs and everything, like you can definitely trade that way. And if you've got like a good win rate, like 70% or something, and you're taking big risks, like chances are you probably blow your accounts like maybe 2-3 times, and then you make it to funded. And then if you continue trading like that, then you probably blow the accounts pretty quickly. But I guess you could trade like that to get to funded and then go disciplined. But I don't know. I think it's better to just go disciplined throughout the whole thing. Just like stay in that mindset, because the reality is once you're at funded, like no monthly fees, no nothing, and you can like take as much time as you want. And it's like there's really almost no reason to ever have to take like big risks to try to make quick profit or whatever. It's just like it's just a weird thing for evals that like a lot of people do. Like I know a lot of YouTubers, like they talk about having like a different strategy per passing evals or whatever, but like in all reality, it's you shouldn't have really a different strategy. It's just like, it's if you're impatient and you just want to do it, like you can pass it faster, but like that's honestly kind of detrimental. The only thing you should really do is maybe adjust your risk a little bit. That's about it. So like with the risk that I have for the evals, it's like statistically speaking, I would only if I were to like trade to T and stay disciplined and all of that. It's mostly like if I stay disciplined. I think we blow the evals 1 in 1,000 chance, somewhere around there, with the current risk that we have. Because with the loss levels, so I have a daily loss of 2.5k on the evals. So that's $500 per account. That means I would have to lose 9 times in a row out the gate. 9 times in a row. So with like a 30% loss rate, it's pretty low chance. Either way, I don't know. It seems kind of dumb to trade evals differently. Well, I guess a lot of like YouTubers and stuff, they kind of promote that, which I don't know. Maybe they want people to trade evals differently because they want people blowing more accounts and getting more affiliate payouts and whatnot. But it's probably not very good long term to do that. Okay, bulls are in control right now. It's like not it doesn't seem like too much control, but they are in control. See if they can take it out to break it out, because if bears step back in here, this is probably gonna make a lower leg. I could be a scaredy cat and just take like 10 points or 2. But what fun is that? What fun is that? And also, I took like I said, 25 points approximately of drawdown on this trade. About 25 points here. So it's like, I mean, honestly, even if you're taking a bunch of drawdown, but you're like closing out in profit, honestly, who cares? I think that might be more of like an ego thing, I guess. It's like I drew down 25 points. I want to do at least 20 points up here or something. That 1-to-1 risk to reward or whatever. Take off 20 contracts now. I mean, bulls are in control. Why would I take it off here? But yeah, after this trade, I think I'm gonna hit the gym, guys. Because up in this 500 level, I think it's like, I'm not too comfortable trading up in this level. Because really anything could happen. Bears could step back in, bring this down to the 400s, 300s. Bulls could step in and maybe blast it off. Yeah, I don't know.
Surely expecting the Fed reverse repo operation data.
Do I play for the break or not? It's like a little bit sketch. Bulls are still in control though. The momentum is super slow. Mm. Okay.
Nine counterparties take $3.24 billion of Fed reverse repo operation.
Break it out, bulls. I mean, whatever. Let's say 12 points so I can go hit the gym. Let's see. 112.50. Take 11.25 points. 11 points in one tick. Lucky outs below. Yo, you're back. Yeah, I'm back, brother. Nice start to the evals. Ain't not too bad. Bulls losing momentum here a little bit. Losing a little bit of momentum. Annoying. Gotta go to the gym. Bulls kind of took it there and then lost it. Pop it up there, please. What do I think about NASDAQ today? I mean, it's just been a nice
filled.
bullish grind up. Okay, I just closed that at break even. It's been a nice bullish grind up. I mean, I've been tracking this from the last night, so I took like a tiny short here, took a long here, and then I woke up late today. Didn't catch like all of this move. Wish I did, because I would have been going long all day. But like as of right now, this is basically just negating this downside move right here. So it's just like we had bears come in last night, They're like, hey, we want to bring it lower, and then bulls are like, nope, we're not bringing it lower, and then bears are like, yep, we are bringing it lower, and then bulls are like, yeah, no. Big old W, George W. So as of right now, like, we're looking bullish. We're looking bullish. We broke this. We broke out of this downtrend that we were seeing. So we broke out of that. It's looking like a trend reversal. And you know, if we're talking about seasonality and all that different stuff, like we're most likely targeting all-time highs by the end of this month. So that's what I think about the NASDAQ today and just overall. As of like right now, up in this level here, this is just a level where bears did come in last night. So it's like I'm not as confident trading up here. I liked the longs down here, but up here, you're basically just either betting for a breakout of the 500 level, which then it's like, what do you target? 550, 600, 700, 800? You know, any of those? And yeah, or you sit here and wait for the rejection, which we're seeing it as right now. And you play that, I don't know, to sweep this level, to come down to view up. You know, no idea. So I think longs are really the only things in play right now. But I don't know how far bears try to take this down before bulls step in. You got your gym buddy back? Yeah, I've had my gym buddy. I just haven't been hitting the gym with them. I've been like sick and then busy and then all that different stuff. Do you think this month the price can go to an all-time high? Yeah, 100%. I think we're gonna hit all-time highs. If we're tracking, you know, statistically, like what the market does overall, in general, like based on the months and price action and all that stuff, like we're pretty much set up for hitting all-time highs by the end of the year. So it's like we're probably going to do it. You got to think about it. Every single stock out there, publicly traded company, those stocks, a lot of those CEOs, they're compensated for stock performance. So a lot of those companies, their employees, some of those employees, those big executive employees, they are compensated based on stock performance. Well, stock performance is gauged at the end of the year. Same thing with Wall Street, you know, investing firms and all that kind of stuff. A lot of these guys are paid based on their performance in the market. So all of them, they're getting a percentage of gains. So it's like you got a lot of these big people that are compensated for performance. You can kind of assume that they're probably going to push it up high into the end of the year, specifically to maximize on that. They make some good money for their performance, and then they could dump it into January, you know, or rebalance or whatever they need to do. But like when you have like a decent amount of people that make more because of good performance, you could kind of assume that probably gonna hit all-time highs by the end of the year. So just be ready for it. I'm ready for it. I think basically with how everything's going, it's just all longs until the end of the year. That could change. We'll see. Like, that's why I was shocked whenever this started happening. Because I was like, oh no, well, I guess we're continuing to reject. I guess end of year all-time highs aren't going to happen. Nope. I just broke out, went bullish. So, I don't know. I think all-time highs. And it's definitely reasonable now. How after this big old bounce. Definitely reasonable to see all-time highs. We should realistically see at least 420 on the downside. The structure's too weak to ignore. Yeah, as of right now, yeah. I mean, bears are continuing to get back in control here. 420 though, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna hit 420, brother. Bears aren't able to keep control here. What do you think about Meta? I'm still waiting for the best moments to buy. Well, I mean, let me do a quick. I'm gonna do a quick fundamental analysis on Meta. I actually think it might be getting undervalued. Let me just check here real quick. I think this weekend, this upcoming weekend, guys, I'll do that like 6-hour live stream. That you guys were saying you'd be interested in watching.
Costco joins companies suing for
see here.
refunds if Trump tariffs fall.
So that one that you guys were saying you'd be interested in watching, where I basically just go through like all the different stocks that I'm interested in and like calculate whether or not they're good price, good value, and whatnot. So I think I'll do that this weekend. And yeah, I'll be looking at like Meta, you know, all those different stocks, and getting my spreadsheet updated so that I know what the
Further
heck I
detail
should
into
be
this,
buying.
Costco joined a fast-growing list of businesses suing the Trump administration to ensure eligibility for refunds if the US Supreme Court strikes down the president's signature global tariffs policy.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely need to update this spreadsheet. It is out of date. Bro, if you keep waiting for the best moment, Meta will
So
hit
just to
all-time
give some
highs and
further
you'll still be
context, the
waiting for
Supreme Court
permission.
heard arguments on Trump's tariffs on November 5th. The justices put the fight on a fast-tracked schedule, but they didn't say when they intend to rule. So in the
Okay,
meantime,
let's see,
businesses of all
Meta.
sizes have brought cases pressing similar legal claims with the goal of avoiding uncertainty.
Yeah, honestly,
about
if you're
eligibility
like
for refunds
if
the
you're
court
like
rules against
if you're
Trump.
fine with dollar cost
Again, there's no
averaging and
specific
stuff,
date at
I
all
think
from the justices here.
Meta's at a great price to buy. If you're okay with dollar cost averaging, if you're like kind of like a market sniper, like you don't need to buy Meta. There are a bunch of other companies that you could try to snipe. But let's see here. I'm just gonna double check their financials real quick. Last time I checked their financials, which was a year or maybe more ago, and they had the best financials out of like all the companies. They had better financials than like every other Mag 7 stock. Okay, so Meta 2907. Okay, so Meta's slightly undervalued right now. I'm seeing it as being at a fair value of about $800 a share. It is at $641 a share. So technically, if you're buying it right now, based on the numbers I ran, you're buying it at a discount. Your potential return, if it comes up to fair value, would be 25%. So for a company that's that strong, like really caring about a company like that strong being supremely undervalued is probably not needed. So yeah, Adobe's looking a little bit undervalued here. Amazon finally starting to look like fair value. Nvidia's still not at fair value for my numbers. And I've got a growth rate of 22% per year for it. Yeah. I'll need to go through here. And run all my numbers, double check everything. It's gonna take hours. It's gonna take a while. Well, I'll need to go through here and rerun all my numbers again so that I can get a more accurate spreadsheet so I can do my stock buys and sells. But yeah, like I said, Meta does look pretty decent. Fair value of about $800 a share. It's at 641. Seems like a good buy, especially if you're fine with dollar cost averaging and whatnot. Like in case it does go lower, you know, as long as you're not completely like sitting there banking on your trade or your stock purchase. You're not gonna go bankrupt making a bad call or not catching the absolute bottom. Like you'll be fine with Meta most likely. All right, Gurav, hello. Everyone waits for the perfect dip, then spends the next month complaining they missed it. Not always, Chauhan. Dips keep dipping sometimes. Dude, I'm telling you, Chauhan, I literally caught Meta at like $90 a share. Whenever everybody was talking so much smack about it. Like, that was the dip to buy. Like, as of right now, like, everybody loves Meta. Like, everybody's trying to buy the dip. It's not as big of an opportunity as it was back then. All I'm saying is there are opportunities in the market that are better than others. Whenever you're taking opportunities like Meta, those are just like lower risk opportunities. It's like a solid company. But like opportunities like the $90 a share do come around in the market, like a lot. It's surprising. You just kind of have to keep your eyes peeled, and you gotta like track a lot of stuff. But like those opportunities come up pretty often. Like
and Levitt has begun speaking, saying that tomorrow Trump hosts cabinet meeting.
Another opportunity that I thankfully caught, but I did not capitalize on it enough, meaning I didn't put very much money into it, was Globe Life. Globe Life. It's a life insurance company. Stock. Their financials were incredible. I was tracking that company for a while. I had a price target set on my Webull, so I had a notification set on it. And that, like, if it went to a certain price, they would notify me. Basically, it hit that notification price, and it actually blasted way below it. It was like a huge drop. It was like a drop of like 80% in one day, and it was because like some fake news came out basically about them. I capitalized on it. I bought some of that company. And basically it recovered completely in prices and is now, I think it hit all-time highs. So from that dip, it went up like 500% or 400% in less than a year. But what other stock has a better value than Meta? It's really hard to say, brother. Like if you like believe in efficient market theory and all that jazz, then everything is priced fairly based on its risk. So, like if the market is efficient, then Meta is priced based on its risk. And then there are other stocks out there that have higher potential return, but they also have higher potential risk. But honestly, I think Comcast is extremely undervalued. It's an ugly stock chart, let me tell you that. It's an ugly stock chart. The chart looks like how the chart looks how Meta looked whenever it was dipping to the $90 a share. That's how it looks. It's just been dipping. I'll take a few Meta calls once it breaks above 650. No point jumping in early. I mean, calls might be good possibly, but like I don't know what the options premium is on it. If everybody's already expecting a good bounce on it, the options premium may not be worth the risk taking on. Still have Walmart stock. You bought it in 2022. It's so stable, still going up till today. Nice. Yeah, I mean some of these stocks is just like a nice grind up. Yeah. A good example of like a super boring like slow grind up stock is Waste Management. A better one actually is AutoZone. AutoZone is solid. AutoZone is solid, dude. That one's just been on a full grind up. But yeah. Anyways, Comcast chart looks well, not exactly, but it looks very similar to how Meta looked back when everybody was talking a lot of garbage about Meta. Everybody was bearish on Meta. Like Comcast's chart is looking like that, except for when I look at Comcast financials, they look strong. So it's confusing to me, you know? I'm just as confused with Comcast as I was with Meta. I was confused. I'm like, why are people not buying this? Why are people selling? This doesn't make sense, you know? That's how I felt with Meta back then. And right now I feel that way with Comcast. Like I look at Comcast, I'm like, what the heck is going on? Like, what am I missing here? Financials look pretty dang good. Yeah, I mean it's like a stable company. Yet the stock's been sold off a bunch. So, and I think it's just like people are thinking that, I guess, media is just gonna disappear or something. I don't know, but Comcast market cap is below $100 billion right now. Guess what? Their quarterly. Well, let's not go quarterly. Their trailing 12-month free cash flow is 1/5 of their market cap. If that says anything. Yeah. So they made 1/5 of their market cap in free cash flow in 1 year, over the past 12 months. Their net income trailing 12 months, $22.6 billion. And their market cap is under $100 billion. So kind of crazy. Do you prefer the slow, stable stock or fast-moving stock? I mean, I don't really mind either way. I think stocks start moving pretty quick once people realize they're undervalued or overvalued. So I think like one of these days, who knows, it could be before the end of the year, it could be next year, it could be whatever. Like investors, you know, pull the trigger on Comcast and it starts rocketing. So, I don't know, whenever it's like slow, stable stocks, quote unquote, if they're like if they move like up and down quite a bit, but they're like slow and stable, like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really like slow, stable stocks, actually. Now that I think about it, I don't really like them that much. I did buy AutoZone because that one's like a very nice, like that. If you look at the stock chart of AutoZone, it is crazy. It is crazy. It's just like a straight, like, it's a straight stair step up, like exponential growth. I liked AutoZone. I like putting into like stable companies, stable stocks, to like diversify a bit. You know, because I don't really care how the stock chart moves that much. What I care about is the valuation. So like AutoZone, it kind of came down a little bit to like what I thought was fair value, and I bought it because, you know, I bought like a little bit of it because I knew that historically that stock just trended very, very slowly up, and it's like very resilient in recessions. It actually does better in recessions, things like that. So like I guess I'm okay with like slow moving stocks if I'm using them to diversify, but like as far as finding like undervalued gems and whatnot, like slow moving stocks, you're not gonna really get that, you know? Because if they're like slow grinding, like that means there's just a bunch of dip buyers. You're never really gonna get a good deal on a stock. Comcast dropped 53% from September 21st, 21 to September 22. I avoid stocks that can nuke like that. Tempting to short here. The setup looks clean for a quick move. I mean, good luck. I wouldn't be short in here. But you avoid stocks that can nuke like that? I mean, yeah. The thing is, you never know like what can happen, like which stocks that could happen to, you know what I mean? Like that can happen to Meta. Like that happened to Meta. Meta literally dropped like 80%. And guess what? Like their financials didn't change. Their fundamentals didn't change. They were solid. They were very solid. But Meta just like, it sold off like 80% because everybody was like, oh, you know, blah, 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 whatever Meta's doing, metaverse, whatever. They're spending $1 billion on that, even though they like had, I think it was tens of billions of dollars in free cash flow. It was just the media and bad investor sentiment. Either way, like I said, Comcast, I feel like it's having like the same thing happen as what happened with Meta, where it's just like everybody is just saying doom and gloom, and then at a certain point, it's like people step in and they're like, wait, why the heck are we selling this? Because it's all about fundamentals, like like Chauhan. Here's the reality of us, how we are as investors. I know that we got a lot of traders in here, but from the perspective of investors, what are you doing when you're buying a stock? You're basically just buying a money printer. Okay, that's all you're doing. You're buying a money printer. Like, what kind of money printer do you want to buy? Do you want to buy the shiny one or the one that prints more money? That's all that's really the question. If you're getting the shiny one, the one that everybody has, whatever, like, okay, cool, you have a shiny money printer. But there are money printers out there that they're like old reliable. They got oil on them. They're like all that. They're rusty a little bit, but they're printing the most. That's kind of how I look at like Comcast right now. It's like old reliable. It's printing money, but it doesn't look pretty. It doesn't look pretty, not because it's printing less money. It just doesn't look pretty because the stock price is plummeting. So, anyways, I'll quit ranting about that. Stocks move quickly when it's in euphoria phase. Just second video today. Yeah, Nvidia is a crazy run. How are you managing to never tilt again? I watched that you lost your funded accounts. Mustafa, it's just a learning experience. I don't know how I'm planning on, because the thing is, like, you plan on it, and then all of a sudden, like, your emotions just get the better of you. Like, you plan. I think I just need to focus on my discipline. I think that's where my number one issue is. It's my discipline rate. So last month, whenever I was trading those evals and the fundeds, I did have a problem. Okay, so here, let me share screen real quick. So here was my problem. So we did very well with the win rate. So 70%. Let me add in. So 68.8%. That was the daily win rate. But the disciplined day rate, 56%. That's low. That's like the win rate. This doesn't matter that as much. I just want this above 50%. The monthly win rate. But the discipline rate, I want this as close to 100% as possible. I want this like at 100%. If this was at 100%, we wouldn't have been blown, and also like we would have been taking probably multiple payouts. And this is the thing that I actually have control of right here. I don't really have control of the monthly win rate and whatnot, because guess what? The market can do whatever it does. You know, I could take a great trade and it ends up not going my way. I get stopped out, whatever. But as long as this is above 50, we're good. You know, but this is something that I can't really control other than, you know, trying to get the best entries possible. This is what I can control. The discipline. Whether I actually respect my trailing drawdown and whatnot. This is what I need to do. So now we've got the new month. We've got the new tracking. We got it all starting again. I am going to try my best, my very best, to get over 90% disciplined days. We could say I'm just gonna target 100% this month, but that's like, we gotta start somewhere. I had 56.3% last month disciplined days. That's not good. So, well, let's just say let's target 100% discipline. Okay. Win rate. Well, you need to calculate it. Expectancy win rate might mean nothing. Like you may lose $1 but win 100. No, I know that, Mustafa. I know. I'm not I don't need to calculate the profit factor and win rate. I've got all of that in my reports on Trade-of-8. I don't need to put that. All this is I'm looking at how many days am I profitable and how many days am I staying disciplined. That's all I'm looking. That's all I'm looking at. I'm not looking at what this spreadsheet is not for checking whether or not I'm making good trades. This spreadsheet is checking whether or not I am more profitable, whether or not I have more profitable days versus lost days. and whether or not I'm disciplined most days or not. That's all. And check this out. Here's the thing. As simple math as this is, look. My profit target, so on the eval, my profit target is 5K, my daily loss is 2.5K. So if this disciplined day rate is 100% and
White House's
my
Levitt
monthly
on
win
MRI
rate
scan
is
from
above
says he shows
40%,
excellent health.
that means that with these numbers, we're going to be profitable either way. But like I run like all those numbers, they're tracked in Tradeovate, so it's not like we don't really need to care about tracking all that 100% to the T. I did that at some point. It's just too much. It's too much. You know why? Because like literally the majority of trades I take, they're good trades. They're good trades. I'm like about 70% win rate. I've got like probably an average of like 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio, things like that. So like the trades that we take are good. The problem is my discipline. That's the problem. So like that's what I have to track. That's what I got to track. That's what I have to improve is the discipline. And yeah. Yeah. So
White House's Levitt says
we're going
Trump's holding a
to
meeting
try
with
to
the
get
National Security Team
100%.
on Venezuela.
100% discipline rate this month. That's going to be the target. 100%. We'll see how we can do. So as far as today, we got a profit of $6,255. I'm just going to say 50. For some reason, I have randomly $5 on one of the accounts more than the rest. It's kind of weird with copy trading. I don't know how that happened. Triangle pattern breakout, but no volume. I mean, this is probably going to break 500. It's definitely looking at breakout. That's why I did not want to short this, just in case. All right. Well, anyways, we're 25% above our daily profit target. This is moving toward the 500s. I already took, multiple trades. I think I'm gonna go hit the gym. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hit the gym right now. And if I'm not back for power hour, or if I don't get a trade in power hour or after hours or whatever, then it's totally fine because we got above our profit target for the day. So I'm happy with that. As far as right now, I think I'll leave you guys with live news and with the yeah, we're basically at previous close with the charts. Okay, I'll leave you guys with a simple 5-minute chart. Monte Blue's indicator has had 0 sell signals today, by the way, too. Monte Blue's indicator showed a buy signal at pre-market this morning at 25,250 level, all the way down there. And it hasn't had even one sell signal since. So it had a buy signal like down here. Right here was a buy signal. And boom. Hasn't had a sell signal since. It didn't get faked out by any of these. Okay. Do you have like one specific strategy for trade entries? No, not really. I don't. I kind of have like a mix of them. But the thing about my mix is it's working out. It's been working out. So, another reason why I don't just have like one and done and that's it is because like I'm live streaming as well, and I want to be able to like take more trades on stream and whatnot. But like either way, we got multiple different strategies that I take, and like the win rate's good. Like I said, got to just work on the discipline. So I'm not over leveraging. Right when the strategies aren't working, just, you know, quit for the day, cut it for the day. Like no reason to push it, because like most days the strategies that I played, they work. Hey Pasha, joined late. Can you review where you went today for your profits? Great day. Thanks, J-Rod. Yeah, I can do a quick review. I got on like super late today, by the way. Last night I was just watching the open here. When I saw some weakness, I took a quick short. Then I think I might have taken a quick long here last night, and I think I got maybe $500 on those trades. This morning I woke up extremely late, got on I think around here, around this time. Yeah, so these moves already happened. I got on around here on this pullback. On this pullback, I believe I went long. Yeah, I think I went long at like 25, 420, 430 maybe. Somewhere around here I went long. Took profits up here. And then just recently I took a long over here and just closed it at break even. So it was a total of like 3 or 4 trades. What time frame are you using? I switch between like the 1 minute, 5 minute charts. I swap around quite a bit. I mean, I look at like the 15 minutes sometimes, the 30, the 1 hour, the 4 hour. I swap around. I just want to, like, I go to time frames where I'm able to see like as much as I need to see. Like I'll pop over to the 1 minute to, you know, see volume. Yeah, things like that. See if volume's looking good or not. Okay, well, this is breaking out. Unfortunately, I closed this at break even. This trade. I was long. Where was I long? I was long, I think, at like 25,460, right? Or like 25,470, something like that. Yeah, it was like 25,470. So the trade is now finally playing out, but I didn't really want to hold it too long. Where do you get Monte Blue? It's in the description. It's a paid indicator though, so just be aware of that. But Monte Blue, he's Frick or Monte Blue. He's on the stream, sometimes in the Discord. But he basically is a programmer, coder, and he made the indicator, and he does a bit more than just makes indicators. But he's a super cool guy. So that one's in the description. It's the WAP link. So I think he sells it usually for $400 a month. But for us, he does $100 a month for the Pasha stream. I don't think he works with any other stream. He's a fellow Christian and everything, so I think that's why he was he wanted to kind of work together a little bit. But that one's a good one, like when you literally have no idea like which direction to trade in or something, you know? Like that one it legitimately, like, especially in trending markets, like that indicator, oh my goodness. It is like calling the perfect spot, and then like you legitimately don't have to do anything. You don't have to touch or trade. at all until, you know, you either wait for a sell signal or buy signal or whatever. Like, you can literally just hold. You can diamond hand through. And with trending markets, like I said, you'll do well. How often does it show? Does it show up in the morning? It shows up like every single day. It's like the signals show up like every single day. It's anywhere from like a couple signals to like 5 signals. If it's like a super chop day, then it's not gonna perform very well. It performs the best when the market trends for like 50 or 100 points at a time. That's when it works the best, and that's usually how the market moves. But like if you identify that the market's chopping, you know, moving up and down like 50 or 100 points, but not really like a clean trend up and down or however the market's moving, like the indicator's not going to do well. But you kind of have to identify that. So sometimes you're able to identify that a bit early. Okay, so failed to break out of 500. So
Levis
let's
says
pop
that we
back
had very
down.
good talks with Ukrainians in Florida.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go get ready. Gonna go get ready for the gym. Go jib it up a little bit, and I may not take any more trades on the day. So we got our profit target plus a little more today. So let me just enter the balance here. So do this with y'all. Okay. So here are our balances. So we got 151, 250 plus 151, 255 plus 151, 250. Okay, so we're ending with a balance of 756, 255. So there we go. We win, and we had a discipline day. And today we got 0.83% profit on the balance. Not too shabby. And yeah, I think that'll be the last trade. Like I said, I might come back maybe for Power Hour, potentially take a trade. We'll see, but I think it's more likely than not that I won't take any more trades on the day. Take it. All right, I'll leave you guys with charts, and whatnot, and I'll see you guys later. Okay. Appreciate all you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry it's been a kind of crazy last couple of weeks. I've been like sick on and off for like a long time, and then the kids were sick, wife was sick. It was like everybody was sick. And yeah, I had like bronchitis and whatnot. So sorry about all the low, or I guess the low amount of live streaming and whatnot, but I think we're back. I think we're not gonna be sick anymore. So appreciate y'all. I'll see you guys in the next one. I might possibly pop on for Power Hour. We'll see. But I'll leave you guys with the charts. Take care, guys. Peace out. Trade safe. Be careful out there. Make sure you lock in profits. All right. God bless.
The White House press conference is now concluded. So according to Fitch Ratings, system balancing and rising network costs will prevent lower household bills in 2026 in the UK, despite the autumn budget 2025 savings. According to Politico, Microsoft's CEO said Monday that his company is increasingly looking to Europe as a key region for its artificial intelligence strategy. NYMEX gasoline January futures settle at around $1.86 a gallon. NYMEX diesel January futures settle at around $2.34 a gallon. NYMEX WTI crude January futures settle at $59.32 a barrel, up 77 cents or 1.32%. NYMEX natural gas January futures settle at around $4.92. US Senator Cotton calls for the DOJ Homeland Security to investigate Temu and Shen for alleged counterfeiting. So to reiterate that, US Senator Cotton calls for DOJ Just to reiterate, US Senator Cotton calls for DOJ Homeland Security to investigate Temu and Shine for alleged counterfeiting. Brent crude futures settle at $63.17 a barrel, up 79 cents or 1.27%. According to the Prime Minister's office, Canada announced its agreement to join European Union's SAFE initiative. The RBNZ will commence weekly open market OPS from December 4th.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Stop filled.
Lockheed Martin shares dip on volume spike, last down 3.1%. One minute to go now to begin the market on close imbalance data. Ten seconds. Market on close imbalance. S&P 500 sell side 900 million, NASDAQ 100 buy side 353 million, Dow 30 sell side 181 million, Mag 7 buy side 400 million. Just a heads up, UK's PM Starmer is giving a speech at the moment. So it's just Starmer giving an update to the budget. Sorry, excuse me, there was one video where he was talking about the budget. This video here is just delivering a keynote on foreign policy speech. According to the information, Amazon plans new US ultra-fast delivery offering. Further detail then, Amazon is planning new ultra-fast delivery offering for groceries and other daily essentials in major urban areas in the US. So Amazon has planned facilities in cities including Seattle, Philadelphia, and Fort Worth, Texas. We have put out the article from the information. Again, Amazon plans new US ultra-fast delivery offering.